We made it by the skin of our teeth, dude. Holy shit. Alrighty. What is going on, y'all? I know I tried leading you guys down the right path with the pickems in the opening stage. Technically I did, but it was very close. These are my picks. Those are the final standings. Wow, what an opening round. I don't think anybody was expecting the Brazilians to come out playing as well as they did. Brazil really fucked shit up in here. So, yeah, crazy tournament so far. Ints really fumbled the fucking bag. I was really hoping they were going to play well, and they just did not. Also, I can't believe Apex didn't show up, man. I thought they were going to play a lot better as well, and they just did not. So, it's kind of crazy. I feel really bad for Saul. Saul was doing so well, and we'll kind of touch on this here in a second. But I really thought that they were going to keep going deeper into the tournament, and it was looking good until this right here. I think this is what broke them for their tournament. This Cloud9 Saw game that was on Nuke that went into overtime, double overtime, I'll add. They should have won that game, and then I think they would have won map 2 and completely changed the trajectory of everything. So yeah, some mistakes, but we ended up getting the 5. We've moved on in our standings here. We got the silver coin. So now we are on to the elimination stage, everybody. The matches have been posted. They were actually posted pretty early today. The first match is going to be Mouse versus Ecstatic. The second will be Navi versus Mongols. The third will be Vitality versus Eternal Fire. The fourth will be Virtus Pro versus Imperial. The fifth will be FaZe versus Heroic. The sixth will be Complexity versus Pain. And then the seventh will be Spirit versus Cloud9. And the last game will be G2 versus Furia. And then they will move into another best of one for that day based off of those results. So, interesting tournament so far. And these matches that they have given us for the elimination stage are hot, man. I don't think anybody was expecting some of these teams to make it through. I know that I was expecting like the Mongols, and I had to pick one Brazilian team to make it through, and I only had Furia. But luckily, we made it. So let's talk about some of these matchups and some of my pick'ems that I have right now. I'm making some very difficult decisions here right now. So a lot of people will probably be upset that I don't have Cloud9 in this. But with my good judgment, I cannot put Cloud9 in here. People saying that they played well in the opening stage are lying. No offense. They looked like crap. And if they weren't playing against the opening stage teams where they were making mistakes and allowing Cloud9 to come back in rounds that they had absolutely zero reason to come back in, I think that they would have been out of this tournament. So, and it's tough to say too, because I want that team to succeed. They should succeed. They have way too many good players on that team. But in my opinion, they really did fall flat. They fell extremely flat. So with that being what it is, let's go ahead and jump into the 3-0 advance. I gotta go with Team Spirit and FaZe, man. I don't see anybody coming out the gates firing on all cylinders as well as these two teams. Obviously, this is probably one of the hardest elimination stages that we've ever had to do for a major. I mean, the talent is just incredible. It's going to be a very tough one, but you're going to see everybody going Spirit and FaZe. And these opening matches are testy. They change everybody's shit and make some people freak out. So this is going to be very interesting on these opening matches, because the FaZe Heroic game, Heroic is looking absolutely dominant right now. In my opinion, they were one of the best looking teams out of the opening stage. So it's tough to say. Now, something that a lot of people that I've seen are not talking about is the preparation that you have being already in the elimination stage and not having to go through the opening stage. So the teams, these first 8 teams here, have a giant advantage. They get to watch all of this happen. All of this. They get to watch all of this. And they get to study, analyze, and look at what happened. I had Fury going 0-3 because of that reason alone. Okay? This is now the tippity top of Counter-Strike 2 right now. And I think these teams are way too good and have way too good of preparation, plays, strats, utility. I think they're going to be able to counter way too hard. And Furia showed the most amount of maps out of the opening stage. They had to show the most of their playbook going in. So I think that they are going to sadly get punished because of that. I can't trust myself to put Ecstatic, Mongols, or anybody else down here into the 0-3. I really think it's going to be 2 Brazilian teams. I really do, because we got 3 of them, and I don't know. I can't pick one to go through, and in my opinion, Imperial looked like the strongest Brazilian team out of the opening stage. So their strat book looked cool. They were coming up with some interesting boosts, and they were trying to just change things up, and they actually looked like they were doing homework. And not just running the same old shit that we were seeing at the end of Go. Okay? So that's kind of how I feel there. Biggie Zera is the #1 player right now out of Pain. Can he carry them? I don't think so. I think even a team like Spirit is actually going to run into troubles throughout this stage, just because they haven't truly had to deal with this, right? They did great at Katowice, but now everybody's looking at you. Now everybody's studying. Now everybody's watching what you're doing. So the anti-strats are going to be crucial going into this tournament, and I'm really looking forward to those matches. The 3-1, 3-2 advance is going to be, to me, the easiest part of the elimination stage. To me, I can't see any of these teams not going through. The only one I'm kind of iffy on, I have to support Complexity. I can't take Complexity out, man. I gotta believe in the homies, but I don't necessarily trust them to go 3-0. I don't. So, can't do that. So I gotta throw them in here. The only team that I am maybe thinking about doing is this, because Eternal Fire looked good. They looked good, and they looked like they were on point. I talked about if 2 people from that team don't show up, they don't win matches, and sometimes that happened, and they were still winning matches, guys. So I really don't know whether or not to go with Mouse or Eternal Fire, because Mouse is the only team that was able to put some hurt onto Team Spirit and beat them in a 2-0. So it's a tough ask. I really do think this Mouse team is looking good. I cannot trust myself to put Navi through, guys. Navi is looking great. But I don't think they have the same it factor without Simple, and to me it's falling flat. At least here in this tournament, man. I don't see it happening against this talent. A lot of people I think you'll see are going to be switching between Navi and G2. Here, you got to trust in Monacy, right? But also, I think a lot of people are kind of expecting G2 to fall flat here, because in some of the recent tournaments and stuff, they haven't looked like they've been able to transition into CS2 as great as some of the other teams. So it's going to be a tough one. I don't know if I can put Eternal Fire through or not, though. I really don't know. And Virtus Pro, I mean, their play style is so weird. They have to get through, right? What to do. And I feel like Eternal Fire might be the more consistent team over Mouse and Navi right now. It's hard to say. I think I go Mouse. I'm going Mouse. This is my gut instinct. I don't think a Brazilian team keeps going, man. I don't think it happens. I think they go 0-2. And I think Imperial maybe goes 1-3. I see Imperial going over here. I can see the Mongols going over here, scratching a best of one out of their ass somehow. I want to believe in the Mongols so bad. I want to see them do great, but I just don't. This talent is way too good, man. So Cloud9, I see maybe going 2-3, but getting eliminated. Same with Eternal Fire. Ecstatic is either going to have a Cinderella story, or they're going to end up down here in the 1-3, and I think Navi goes 2-3 as well. It's a toughie, guys. So let me know what team you guys are supporting. I gotta root for Complexity, man. I gotta root for Complexity. But this is so fucking tough. But hey, we got stickers finally, and the stickers look really damn good. I know a lot of people were kind of shitting on them with the leaks and stuff, but I genuinely think that a lot of these stickers are dope. Especially the player autograph stuff. I don't think people were expecting, like, the glitter ones kind of are a little goofy, at least in the small view, but when you blow them up like this, you can clearly see the difference between the autograph and the background of a lot of them. But dude, these are dope, man. These are sick, and I like the options. They're giving people options to match shit onto their skins and stuff. So I mean, I think it's there. I actually really like these stickers. I'm interested in seeing what these kind of look like on guns and stuff. I'm really fucking pissed off that Valve did not get these included beforehand. I would have loved to see some pro players buy their stickers right and throw them on their weapons and play through the opening stage. Like, that would have been really cool. Didn't work out that way, I guess. So we'll see if we see some of those tomorrow in the elimination stage. But yeah, I hope you guys watch the games. Again, let me know who you guys are supporting down below, and don't forget to come over to Twitch. If you're not gonna watch, at least follow me, you know. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Have a great night, a great day, whenever you're watching this. Go Complexity.